You confess you've got some stress, and yes, we've got some ways for you to stress less.
Let's talk about that. Good Mythical Morning.
It's Thursday, and on Thursday, we use the think muscles inside our skulls to answer questions that you use the think muscles inside your skulls to come up with. To put on the think muscle on your computer, which is the internet.
Okay.
The last part kind of broke down.
Yep.
It made sense until then.
I'll read a question though.
Okay, go for it.
From Jenny Light. She asks, how do you deal with exam stress? What we didn't mention is that we're tackling stress today.
Oh, we are. We're tackling stress.
Stress-related question.
Okay.
How to deal with exam stress.
This is common for anyone who takes exams, first of all. I will say that in college, we had a roommate named Greg that we've talked about before.
3 Gs.
One time I was beginning to study for an exam, and he's like, oh, why are you studying for that exam? You know what you know. I immediately quit studying for the exam.
It worked on you. That's what's so funny.
You know what? I do know what I know. But I will say that Greg went on to have to go back to college to get a degree, to get a job. So that's not necessarily the best advice, but it will make for a great college experience.
He was never stressed.
No, never.
I would like to answer this question sincerely, Jenny, because I relate. Every exam was laden with anxiety for me and stress, go figure. My advice is, focus on the plan, not the exam. I made it rhyme so that you will remember it.
It's a near rhyme.
Work with me here.
Okay, it's great.
Focus on the plan, not the exam.
Yeah, there you go.
I developed a system where I would make a decision of how much preparation and when I would prepare beforehand. So then as long as I focused on executing what I thought I needed to do, then I wouldn't worry about the exam itself. Well, I did what I said I was gonna do to prepare. I felt good, I did everything I was gonna do. Before biology, this is in high school, I would go back there and I'd say, I'm gonna set aside 45 minutes and I'm gonna look at every worksheet that Miss Lee has quizzed us on over since the last exam. And then I'll memorize it because that's what she put on all the tests,
right.
The same questions. And then I would feel good after my 45 minutes. Junior year in college, calculus 3 or 4 or 8, I don't know how many I had to take. I would say, I'm gonna take 2 hours on this night and I'm gonna rework these problems and I'm not gonna get up until I'm done or 2 hours comes first.
Really?
And I'm gonna feel good about it. And it removed my stress because then it was something I could control, the preparation.
This is what you were doing all those nights that Greg and I were just knowing what we know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely.
I had a lot of fun knowing what I know. That's all I know. Listen, we got the same job now.
I know.
Was it worth it? We're doing the same exact thing right now.
I reduced my stress and I should have just been not stressed, but yeah, if that's how you have to do it, that's how you have to do it, Jenny.
It's good
I was gonna call you Julie, but your name's Jenny.
That's
Paul Lake Stinzy asks, I'm too laid back. How do I become more stressed?
Great question, Paul.
I want to slap you
Lake
for asking
Stinzy.
that question. How do if I could just slough off some of my stress and give it to you.
Don't slap him.
Okay.
We can proverbially.
How do I become more stressed?
All right, Paul Lake Stinzy, you ever heard of a gamma ray burst? It's only the brightest electromagnetic event that can occur in the universe. And what happens if that happens anywhere in our galaxy? Well, the ozone layer boils off, you get a UV ray bath, and all life on Earth ends. And you know what? It could happen at any moment. In fact, it happens once a day somewhere in the universe.
So it could happen to you, Paul Lake Stinzy.
Hey, Paul Lake Stinzy, you ever heard of a Vern shot? That's the hypothetical volcanic eruption event where a huge rock flies up into suborbital space. You know what suborbital means? It means it comes back down, and it could come back down on your head, Paul Lake Stinzy, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
Or my head.
You ever heard, Paul Lake Stinzy, of a vacuum metastability event? Well, according to chaotic inflation theory, Wikipedia, it's possible that our universe is in a false vacuum state, meaning that at any point our universe could transform into a lower energy state, meaning the entire universe will be destroyed at the speed of light. And Paul Lake Stinzy, you're in the universe.
Like that?
Faster than that.
Yeah, I wish I would have just tuned out for all of that.
Those are some things that you could worry about.
Thanks, Paul Lake Stinzy. Nathaniel Cantwell asks, If I'm building a 100-meter 4-lane bridge, what sort of stress would I experience during peak traffic hours, and what kind of support structures would I need to deal with this stress?
This is great. You know, I have a civil engineering degree, and I haven't put it to use in quite some time, so let me do this. Okay, here we go. 100 meters, I'm going to round that to 300 feet. Average number of cubic yards in concrete, 2-lane road. Okay, yeah, double that for 4 lanes.
Peak traffic hours?
We don't need a suspension bridge at this point. This size is more like an arch bridge, traditional arch bridge. Peak traffic hour, we're talking about 15 cars per lane times 4, that's 60. Average weight of a car is 4,000 pounds. And now I'm going to take wind shear into account. You're going to need a bridge like this.
You're going to have to invest in a hamster. Can I have that, by the way? That's good work, right?
You can rip it. You can rip it right out of my notebook that I just did. I just put that together just like that.
Next time I feel stressed, I'm just going to stare at this. And those are all the stress questions that I've
moving
got.
on from stress, we also got another comment that I wanted to take some time to address. This was on one of our videos from Skyborg. He says, I feel like Rhett and Link are pressuring their employees to do things which they do not want to do and is not part of their job/contract. Link physically preventing his employee from spitting the food out is not appropriate behavior for an employer. 5 thumbs up on that. So if there's a little bit of a groundswell here, people seem to think that there might be a movement here. We're going to show that clip because I think I know what you're talking about. This was during a Good Mythical More in which Link had something to say to Eddie.
Chew it!
Be gone, demon!
I got it down! No, don't, no!
I can see it there. Definitely not with me. I don't suffer from this problem, but I can definitely see it with Link. And let me tell you, what you saw in Good Mythical More is really just the tip of the iceberg. I thought that it was high time for me to bring this to light. So without letting you know, Link, I set up some hidden cameras around the office and just wanted to show you a typical day working for Link.
Chair! Coming.
Alex, tell me if my shoe stinks.
Yes?
Do something about it. Ow! Ah! Ah! I didn't say stop. Ah! I like that shirt.
Thank you.
Let me have it. I'll just put it on now. And thanks.
Yeah.
I need to use the bathroom. Wait here.
So, Link, what do you have to say for yourself?
Well, you know, Rhett, I feel a little violated that you put up hidden cameras. But I want to thank you for doing it. I think the message is really hitting home. It's totally hitting home.
Yeah, right there.
And you know what? I need to change. Stevie, I need you to draft an apology letter from me. It's going to go far and wide on Facebook, and just for me to be sorry. And I want you to get on that now. I know you're not going to do a great job at it, but just do your normal and do it right now.
Okay.
Right? Are you doing it?
Yeah.
Do it right now. That's it. Type more than one letter on the keyboard. I can tell you're not really typing my apology.
Okay, this didn't go well. That might be the last time I install hidden cameras.
And Eddie, I am sorry for putting my hand on your head and keeping you from spitting out the caviar donut. I won't do that. You did. You won. Are we friends? Can you tell everybody that we're friends?
We're the bestest of friends.
Well, we're not. I mean, we have a healthy employee.
It's limited to work.
Employer relationship.
Okay, thanks for liking and commenting. Thanks for your questions, no matter how weird they were. And you know what time it is.
Hi, I'm Julia.
I'm Hillary.
And we're from the Philippines. It's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
You've got a hole that you punched in the wall, and we've got a solution for covering it. The Good Mythical Morning Poster, available at RhettandLink.com/store.
Click through to Good Mythical More where we open some mail and taste test sriracha popcorn. What?
Oh, it almost landed on a special spot.
Could have been a GMM Wynne face.
But it landed on repeat sandwich until it loses all meaning. Sandwich.
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 I'm making it weird. I didn't mean to make it weird. All I meant to make it, I meant to clear the air. And I muddied the waters.
Well, that's your life motto.
Clear the air by muddying the waters.
I'm here to clear the air, but I'm going to muddy the waters.